Hello, y'all. Like I was just speaking on the other video, I lost my mother when I was 22. And I was just thinking about how God had prepared me beforehand. And at the time, I wasn't looking at it like that. I was mad because, like I said, I started working in 11th grade at Wendy's. And the 12th grade, I got I bought my first car. Well, I had got it in 11th grade, like a little bit after I started working. I had got me a car, a little note, and I paid it off a little bit after I graduated 12th grade. Barely graduated, but I did, y'all. Cause I got that car. My teenager, y'all, don't get a car now. Go to school, go to school. Don't be leaving like I was. I don't think it's like that no more. We used to leave on lunch and don't do it. But I'm gonna speak about that in another video. But y'all, I'm back to the stop. Y'all stop it. Y'all just bear with me. I ain't no good teller and I be jumping. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get better. But y'all, like I said, God had prepared me because I used to want to be out like I said, but the whole time God already knew what was gonna happen, you know, later on down the line because God know what's gonna happen before we know. So the things He be taking us through, it be for a reason. We just had to think about it and evaluate the things that we went through during our lifetime up to what we are now. And I bet you'll be like, oh, that's why God did that because of this. And that's how I feel with these moments, right now. And y'all, my mother had started getting sick, and she had high blood pressure. She was a diabetic, and she had to get a double bypass, which caused her to have my little sister early. And my little sister was in the hospital for a couple months because she was born early. My mother had to go get a double bypass right after. So I'm going back and forth to the hospital trying to work. And y'all, to be honest, I always felt older. I just never felt like a kid. I can't explain it, but if you know, y'all drop down in the comment if y'all feel like this when y'all were younger. I don't know. I always felt like a mama all the time because I used to y'all babysit my little cousins and stuff when I was younger. I just always felt like that mom mentality. I don't know. I can't explain it right now. I don't know. But y'all, God is so amazing. And as I think about it now, He had me going to work and doing all that to prepare me because y'all, one night we had moved my little sister just a little bit, like maybe a year before my mother passed away. And I was standing outside because I had ended up moving back home because I moved out when I was 18 because I felt like I had to go. I got a baby. It's time for me to go. But my apartment ended up catching on fire, so I ended up moving back home. But like I think about it now, God make things happen for a reason. I'm gonna speak about that on another video. Y'all got plenty of testimonies, y'all. How God done saved me. I'm gonna speak about that fire too one day. But right now, God, I'm y'all. God, I'm sorry. God really, is amazing. He prepares us for the things to come ahead in our life. We have to just think about it. And so one day, like I said, I was standing outside and I was, just asking God to please don't take my mom away. Because she was like starting to get sicker, y'all, and hurting a lot because she had needed a transplant, but they didn't, she was on the list. And I remember asking God, please don't take my mother away until I'm able to take care of my sibling. Make sure I'm able to take care of my sibling if you do, and my little baby, because I had one at the time. And y'all, God did that. Because ever since my mother been gone, I've been able to help my sister and brother when they need it. Although my little sister moved to with her father, he's a great father. He still was helping me and my brother at the time when the stuff first happened. And I appreciate that because he didn't have to. And y'all, I'm God made me so strong. I ain't trying to put myself up here or not, but like some people be like, how you do it without having a mother? And God, y'all, I be able to help other people, rather it's just helping them if they having a bad day. I can be having a bad day, and God made it so I can forget about my bad day at the time and deal with it later with talking with God, and I can help them at the moment. And I love helping people. I always been like that. I don't know. And y'all, I remember one day The night my mother passed, y'all, I'm gonna speak on that real quick because my time getting a little close. But y'all follow, like and subscribe. You're gonna hear about plenty of my testimony. But y'all, the night my mother passed, she was on the computer, and you know how you can tell when someone in pain, cause she had went to the hospital earlier that week, but like I said, she was on the waiting list, so they really weren't doing too much. They'd give her a little medicine or something, and so she was like, "Now I'm gonna take my medicine, I'm gonna lay down." So I, get my baby. He was 2. You know how you be trying to get that baby to sleep. So I went, got in the bed, and my little sister was already asleep. My mother's on the computer, and missed this while me laying down. My mother in her room. My brother came home, so he was in the kitchen. So I heard something fall. I was like, "That's my brother." There was a pot. So some fell again. This time I didn't get up still because I'm thinking it's my brother. But my brother come in my room, he was like, "Mama done fell." So y'all, I came out and my mother's on the floor. And at this time, I'm gonna speak on this too, cause me and my mother had went to CNA class together, so we done worked at the nurse home together, and I know what it is when people transition on. So I stepped in P. So y'all remember just grabbing my mother, and her body was real like cold and like sweaty, and I was just looking at it like she was trying to say something, but it wouldn't come out. And I just told my brother to call the ambulance because, like I said, y'all, I always just felt like I had to be strong. I ain't just really grieve until later because I was trying to be strong for my siblings then. So I like just called the ambulance. But me, I knew my mom was gone, you know. So when the ambulance get there, they took a long time, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. So they come in just looking at me. I'm holding my mama. I'm going off. They like, "Ma'am, calm down." I'm like, "Would you calm down if this was your mama, you know?" And y'all, long story short, so I was like, "I'm gonna ride with y'all." They wouldn't let me ride. Y'all, I must have got in my car. I made it to the hospital before they did. And so I'm just waiting in the waiting room. You know how you have, I can't even describe the feeling I had, y'all, because I already knew my mom was gone, y'all. I knew it. But I had to wait till they said it. And I already knew it. It was like I didn't even know how to go home and tell my siblings them. It was like I was like so in shock. It was like I can't even explain the feeling I had, y'all. It was like a disbelief, like this ain't true. But God helped me get over that, y'all. I'm not over it. He helped me be able to live with it each day with His help. And y'all, it was hard, but I didn't even cry. I cried at her funeral a little bit because I looked up at my sister and I was reading a poem. And I ain't cried later until like real deal cry about it till like 7 years later because I was trying to be so strong. And y'all, everything happened for a reason. I ain't gonna say that's why God made my apartment caught on fire, but I had to go back. I was able to stay back, be there with my mama that night. I was there at every appointment. I took out work for appointment. I almost lost a job for appointment. I'll never forget this lady had told me, "Baby, go to your mom, your appointments, your mama, because that job will still be here. Your mom will be gone." And y'all, that's what happened. I almost lost my job behind and everything, but that job still there. My mama gone. I thank God I took that old lady advice because I did kind of exit the last minute, but I didn't care at the time. I called in and went, and I thank God I did. But y'all, everything happened for a reason, and just think about it and give God thanks no matter what you're going through. Give God His thanks and love on your loved ones, and just be there for each other, y'all. I mean, life getting short, and you don't know what day or time God will call us back home. We don't know when we'll get called back home. We don't know. So we gotta treat people nice and how we want to be treated. And y'all, I want to do another video. I'm gonna try to get one in today, but if not, I'm gonna try to do at least 2 to 3 a week for right now. But if I can do more that week, I will. But like and subscribe to my channel. Leave down in the comment. If you want to say anything or speak on something you may went through, and we're gonna grow together as a family. I love you all and have a great day.